How many times have you been told that it won't work to simply receive funds without making any efforts? But all of them were wrong. Such a method exists, and it's the only possible one. Take any financial business system, remove everything unnecessary. Eliminate all tree-like pyramid components. Transfer this system to the blockchain so that nothing can change it. Eliminate the human factor, meaning create a smart contract, an automatic funds distribution smart contract. Remove all possible influences from the contract owner, so no one can ever do anything with this contract. And voila! You get a fully automatic queue system called SUS, System for Utilizing Surplus. By utilizing funds to the SUS smart contract address, you join the queue to receive 150% of your invested funds. The funds are immediately automatically distributed upon utilization and go to pay everyone who is first in the queue, the same participants. And there's no hidden leakage of funds, neither to the owner nor anyone else. Everything is fully transparent, thanks to the blockchain system. But many will ask, is this a financial pyramid, since the latter essentially pay the former? The word pyramid itself was distorted. Originally, it implied a tree-like structure, where there's an initial link, branching out to lower links from it. Then each of these links branches out further. And usually, those below pay or work for those above, where profit goes to the very top and is then distributed downward as the owner wishes. This distribution is regulated by internal systems, for example, competition. And if the owner initially doesn't want to distribute anything, it's already a scam project. This is the basis of all financial systems. This is the very essence of a pyramid. In our SUS project, there's no pyramid at all. We managed to eliminate it, and this was necessary for the project to operate at full capacity. The owner is not any kind of link. They can also be a participant like everyone else. Funds are distributed only by the queue and only to participants. Everyone is equal and no one is more equal than others. And when you utilize and thus enter the queue, you can say with full confidence that you will definitely receive your 150%. And when you've been paid all the funds, you're removed from the queue. And the next person becomes first in line, and so on infinitely. At the same time, you can utilize as many times as you want, thereby occupying multiple positions in the queue, and your funds again automatically go to the first participants. Even if the first participant is you, it doesn't matter. The concept of a pyramid arose as a byproduct of the original basis of all financial systems. The basis is very simple. It's mutual aid, i.e., unconditional transfer of funds without demanding them back. But they took and distorted this original system and began profiting from it, thus creating various systems. In our project, we restored this system of mutual aid, removing all unnecessary elements. With the smart contract system, this became possible. That's why we named the project SUS, System for Utilizing Surplus, where you utilize your funds as if they're no longer needed to receive multiples more in return. Remember the saying, when you selflessly do good, the good returns to you multiplied. And by utilizing funds, you do this automatically. This is the project's foundation, true mutual aid without any effort. When you become a participant, you'll see what life was like before and after joining the SUS project, the System for Utilizing Surplus. Can the SUS project collapse? No. There can't be any financial bubble in mutual aid, as this system is structured so simply that distribution goes only to participants and no one else. But still, how can this project work? It's also very simple. Initially, the queue is formed by a geometric progression. For example, to pay one participant, you need 2 participants. For them, 4, and so on. For 512 participants, 1,024. The numbers become huge. But in our project, anyone can utilize any amount at any time. And after payment, they can utilize even more. Thus, the numbers become entirely different. When there's the possibility of infinite reparticipation, far fewer participants are needed per one participant. And the more people participate, the fewer participants are needed to cover one. At some point, there will be so many people that one participant will be enough for one. And then this number will decrease until the queue balances at a certain size and stops growing. This isn't a fairy tale, it's simple math when the system begins to sustain itself. In other financial systems, additional complex schemes are added for sustainability, e.g., banking credit. We, on the contrary, maximally simplified it, and the payout percentages reflect how many people are needed and the queue size. In our case, 150% is a balanced figure. What if something happens to the Ethereum network itself, affecting the smart contract, which is practically impossible? Even then, everything will be fine. We'll simply create a new smart contract and add everyone who was in the queue. But how can this system work with such high payouts? Where do the funds come from? Not from thin air. Of course not from thin air. You need to consider all participants, not just one. It's a mutual aid system. You utilize and wait for others to utilize, nothing more. When participating, you'll see an interesting effect. As if all participants unite with a shared fund of all utilizations that automatically distributes funds. In the SUS project, we achieved this unification effect. Before our project, this was unimaginable. In any pyramid, there were several key issues: human factor, tree structure, contract mutability, and hidden profit systems, all solved in SUS, making it the most anti-pyramidal financial system. Inevitably, SUS will begin transforming the entire financial system, as SUS wasn't created for profit, but to free everyone from financial dependency. But then, wouldn't anyone work? Yes, it's long overdue to transition to free flow, where you don't worry about funds. Thus, you can focus on your passions. This is total freedom, paving the way for new inventions and opportunities. As laziness isn't endless, everyone will want to do something. And now this freedom exists in the SUS project. Next, the smart contract details. The smart contract uses Ethereum blockchain and Ether cryptocurrency. Thus, you must create an Ethereum wallet and utilize through it to the SUS smart contract. The main platform with all SUS project info is the Telegram group, t.me/sus. Free upon joining. Visit the instructions section. There, you'll find key tools to understand SUS. The status topic shows real-time gas and ETH prices via a bot. Utilization topic shows each utilization. Payouts topic. Ray queue topic displays the queue across all levels, named for its ray-like structure. Another key topic, giveaway. For those with limited funds or unsure about SUS but wanting to participate. Read the giveaway instructions. Let's test a level 1 utilization. The first queue participant has index 42. Last is 136. In status, copy the smart contract wallet address. For example, paste it into MetaMask and utilize any amount within level 1 range. The utilization topic updates. But we see the utilization amount exceeds what we sent. This is due to Ethereum network fee estimates. But we joined the queue with this amount. ensuring over 150% returns, a bonus for early levels. In payouts, we see the payment. We're now in Q index 137. All info is also on Ethereum's official site. See instructions. Our verified SUS smart contract code is there. In Telegram, you can download the code in two formats. Pure SUS smart contract code with Open Zeppelin security libraries. Code including these libraries, the verified version on Ethereum. Smart Contract Deep Dive. Ethereum charges users gas fees for smart contract logic. Thus, when utilizing, account for additional gas fees. But SUS accounts for this, adding estimated fees to your utilization. However, fees are approximate. Exact calculation is impossible, as utilization triggers multiple payouts. The contract limits iterations to 24 to avoid overload. One iteration, approximately 178,000 gas, slightly above actual costs. One utilization can trigger up to 23 payouts. Bonus, plus 0.5 ETH for level 0 and 1. The constructor, executed once at creation, pre-populates queues. The owner is in position 0 across all 10 queues for passive income, removed upon full payout. This also serves as a backup if a new contract is ever needed. Ethereum units. 1 ETH equals 1 billion EWEI equals 1 quintillion WEI. Utilizations less than or equal to 871,000 GWEI, 0.000871 ETH, stay in the contract balance. Utilize above this minimum to join the queue. Queue levels 0 to 9. Level 0 greater than 0.000871 ETH, less than or equal to 0.00871 ETH level 1. 0.00871 ETH, less than or equal to 0.0871 ETH. Each level is 10 times the previous. Utilizations exceeding level 9 are refunded. Lower fees apply for minimal utilizations, no payout iterations. Funds await the next utilization. Utilization process, 3% owner fee, exempt for levels 0 and 1. Higher levels allocate 1% per 5 lower levels, e.g. level 5. 5 gives 5% to lowers, 1% to SUS balance for level 0/1 bonuses. If a level's queue is empty, funds await the next utilization. Instant 150% possible if you utilize, into an empty level with existing funds. Gas fee example. Gas price equals 1 GWEI. Fee approximately 0.004272 ETH. 24 iterations times 178,000 gas. This estimated fee is added to your utilization, affecting future payouts, especially for levels 0/1 with higher bonuses. Payout logic, full payout, participant removed from queue. Partial payout, remaining balance tracked. Bonus, if SUS balance minus level funds exceeds 1 ETH, plus 0.5 ETH to payout, e.g. 0.05 ETH payout plus 0.5 ETH equals 2,000 at ETH 4,000. Code conclusion, no hidden logic. SUS is permanent and inevitable. Life before SUS and after SUS. You'll see the transformation once you utilize. C'est la vie.